Hello, good morning. It's Tracy Daviero here with you from Your VA Mentor. Wet hair, but you know what? I'm clean. It's fine. I went and took beautiful big walk today. It's like 2 degrees here. Hold on, there's like this pop-up thing in Facebook now, which seems so ridiculous. Whenever you're on live, so why are they going to pop something up in front of you while you're actually trying to talk live to people? So anyway, I go for a big long walk every morning, as you guys know, and it was absolutely gorgeous out today. 2 degrees here, which I think is like 35 or 40 Fahrenheit. I'm not sure. Anyway, really very nice. It's been minus 20 here, which is like minus a million Fahrenheit, I think. So it's been super, super cold, and it's really, really nice to be able to get out again. So I just want to jump on live, and I want to get back to our weekly live trainings. It's been COVID's been a killer here. It's been really, really nuts with us for a variety of reasons. And today, things are getting back to normal because we're actually getting a new vehicle, and so yeah, it's very, very nice. I pick it up like we're supposed to get it yesterday, so I pick it up later today, which is going to be awesome because we will no longer have to carpool. I don't even know if it's carpooling. Not really. It's like sharing a vehicle among three people who all have completely different schedules, and then try to anyway blah blah blah, right? So things are going to get back to normal. I think the restaurant's open again, so open indoors at least for the time being. So schedules are back to normal. I don't have a house full of people every day at my house, which is kind of fun too. It's very hard to get. It's not hard to get work done. It's really hard to stay focused, and so I find that I've worked from home for so long with nobody here that it's been a real challenge. So I hope that COVID is being kind to you. I certainly hope that you're healthy and everybody in your family and friends is happy and healthy as well. But understanding that it's a really stressful year for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. And oh gosh, yeah, we're actually coming up to a couple of weeks to a year, right? A full year since our original lockdown. It was actually the day before my husband's birthday. So we were so excited about his birthday, and they shut us down. They shut everything down, so we couldn't even go out for supper for his birthday, and that was March 16th. So that's almost a year away, which is crazy. So it's been kind of nuts. So anyway, here I am, and I'm so glad to have all of you here. So happy to see so many people getting involved in the VA industry, and many VAs whose businesses are booming. And so that's the reason I want to jump on this morning, is that I've had a couple of conversations. I've just finished the 5-day challenge, as you know, and so I do a lot of one-to-one reaching out with people during the 5-day challenge and after the 5-day challenge. And so I've had a lot of conversations with VAs, and I just wanted to just sort of touch on something that's come up with more than one person, more than one VA. Some of you are killing it, which is amazing. I think that's awesome. Some of you are, about to kill it because you've got your plans in place and that kind of thing. But the one really consistent thing that I found with the VAs that are not doing what they hoped that they would do, or they're struggling to make money, or they're struggling to find clients, or they're struggling to do things within their business that they want to be doing. We've all said yes to clients to do things that we are not really our specialty, or not really things we love, or we have clients who are determining how much money we make or when we work and all those kinds of things. So there's a lot of negative stuff about it. But the one really, really obvious common thread to me, as the outsider looking into your business, and I know that nobody knows your business better than you, but I also know that you don't know what you don't know, okay? And so the one common thread, 4.5 minutes into this video, I'm getting to it, is you don't have a strategy to find clients. And if you have clients and you're not happy with it, if you're working too much, or if your clients are, not your favorite people and you're afraid to give them up, anything for you to get great clients and get them consistently, you have to have a strategy in place. And it's always the first question that I ask a VA who tells me, she tells me she's struggling, and I'll say there's he's too, but I've this past couple of weeks I've only talked to women, so she will come out of my mouth, okay? And so it's always the first question I ask if they say that they're struggling to find clients. I say, what is the strategy you're using to find clients? Because that is the most important piece. If you don't have a plan of how you're going to get clients, then you don't have anything to follow. And it's really, I was talking at the top of the call how I'm so easily distracted now, and how focus is really, really hard to hold on to, because of the comings and goings in my house, because of, you know, all the places that I have to drive the people who live here and all that kind of stuff. And those are the things that disrupt your plans, right? That disrupt what you know you need to do to get to where you want to go. And so strategy is really, really important. And if you don't have a written strategy, that, well, I'll get to that in a minute. I said written, and I really do mean that. If you don't have a written strategy that you can actually follow, it's not going to work for you. You might get lucky. You might find a client, you might find a couple of clients, and you might think, oh, I don't need to, you know, continue doing whatever it is that you're doing in terms of strategy. But when you have it written down and you have actionable steps that you need to take, and I say take them daily. If you don't take them daily, then is a real, well, I just talked to you about my walks in the morning, right? If I don't walk every single day, I fall out of the routine very quickly. Same thing with reaching out to clients or doing whatever your strategy is. If you're not doing it every single day, it falls out of your routine, and you replace it with something else today. Maybe you replace it with something else tomorrow, and eventually, you know, you're not doing things as effectively as you can. So you need to have a strategy in place. How are you going to find your clients? Where are you going to find your clients? And who are those clients going to be? So whether you have no clients and you're looking for them, or whether you're looking for great clients because you want to sort of trade out the ones that you're working with now, maybe you set your rates too low to begin with and you need to find higher paying clients. Maybe you want to find clients who are local to you. Maybe you want to find clients who are far away from you. I know that that was one of my struggles in the beginning, was that I didn't want to work with local clients because they always seemed to expect me to come to their office or meet them for coffee or whatever it was. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to sit in front of my computer from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. and I wanted to work and work and work and make as much money as I could. And then I wanted to close my computer, leave my office, and basically be done for the day. And so I didn't want to be getting in my car. Well, those last couple of weeks I wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. Get in my car and drive a half an hour to go and meet somebody for a coffee, and, you know, then lose 3 hours of my day just because I happen to be a local client. And so, you know, those are the things that you make the decisions on. Who do you want to work with? Where do you want them to be located, if that matters? What do you want to do for them? What do you need to charge in order for you to make money in your business? And can those people pay that? Will those people pay it? It's can and a will, right? Sometimes. And where can you find them? Where can you find them? Where can you connect with them? And, you know, how can you make your business exactly the way you want it to be? If you don't have a strategy, that's the one thing that is missing for you, and you need to figure out how to do that. Sometimes you can do it on your own. I'm going to tell you, I did not know how to do it on my own. I didn't know what I didn't know, right? So I had to get help doing it. Now, I worked with a business coach. I had business coaches well, I still have business coaches, but at the time when I learned how to do this, I had to work with people. I did not know how to do it on my own. And if you can, that's fantastic. I wholeheartedly say go ahead and do it. And there's lots and lots of free things that you can find online. But sometimes you just need to connect with somebody and pay them to help you so that you can get the strategy that they know works and move forward. And this is not a pitch. Don't, you know, I do have my Get VA Clients group starting next week, but that's not what it's meant to be. It's not a pitch about the program. But if you don't know how to do it, find the money, if you can, to pay somebody to show you how to do it and to help you through it, right? Because once you learn it, and this is the stuff, I tell you guys this all the time. Those of you who are new to my community might not know this, but I tell you all the time, I started teaching VAs through Your VA Mentor in 2010, and I teach the same principles that I did back then. This is not new stuff. It's stuff that you have to re-implement into your business often because we, you know, as our businesses change, we often stop marketing, or, you know, maybe things change. We offer different services, or we find different clients, or, you know, we raise our rates, or we start, you know, running packages, or whatever it is. But the principles don't change. And so what I want to teach you, or what you can learn from somebody in terms of building a strategy to get clients for your business, is probably only something you need to learn once. Now, you may need help or support or whatever implementing it more often in your business, especially if you have something written down and you know you're not using it. If you've ever learned before how to get clients, and I'm going to newsflash you on this one, in most of my content, that is free, that is out there on the interwebs, right? I mean, I have tons of stuff everywhere. You guys know this. I tell you how to do it. You can pay me and work with me, but I'm telling you, it's out there. It's not, I don't keep this big golden nugget someplace just for the paying clients. Why do people pay me to work with me? Because then it's one-on-one or it's a small group situation, and then, you know, we actually walk through the steps together because you need accountability, because you have questions, because you're not clear on who it is that you help and how you help them. But I'm telling you, I've got all the information out there for my strategy, and a lot of other people do too. So it's very, very possible to do this on your own. I'm not saying that you need to have, you know, you need to pay somebody, but the quickest way to get what you want is to pay somebody to help you to do it. There's an interesting book that I've been reading. It's called Who Not How. And it's a business book that I'm in my business book club with my business coach. And it's just so interesting because the theory around it is, don't worry about how you're going to get something done. Choose somebody to do it for you or do it with you, right? I've not done the book, so if that's not that's not the end goal of the book, don't at me, right? Because I'm still working through it. But I love this concept because one of the things that I do in my business, I have Canva as a graphics program and that kind of thing. And I will tell you that Canva paralyzes me. I'm not a creative person. I'm not a graphics person. You guys see any of my stuff, you know it's been made by me, or you know it's been made by somebody else, because I'm not creative and I don't have time for it. I can't put colors together. I can't, I don't know how images are supposed. Anyway, I could go on and on and on about it. And so it makes more sense for me to have somebody do that for me. Can I do it? Physically, of course I can do it. Absolutely I can do it because Canva is very user-friendly. It's not hard to put stuff together. I've taken design courses. We have a design partner. I know the theory behind it, but it doesn't mean that I can do it, and it doesn't mean it's a good use of my time. And so I would say to you, whatever it is that you're struggling with, and if it's this strategy of getting clients, which is, obviously the topic of this live, if it's the strategy behind getting clients, get help with it anywhere you can so that you can get a solid strategy down, and then all you have to do is implement the steps. And so if you look at the strategy, and if anybody who's working with you, whether it's me or whether it's somebody else, if you look at the strategy and you say, yeah, I can do that, that's all you need to do. Yes, I can do that. I can physically fit that into my day. I can physically do those steps. I know how to do what you're telling me to do in the daily action steps. Then all you have to do is do it. But then you have somebody else who has guided you along the way, and you don't have to figure out, is this the right strategy? Are these the right steps? You have somebody who helps you. So it's really, really important to do. So strategy is the thing that I want to talk about. And you know what? I'm going to do my newsletter article about it today because I think it's so, so important that you think about it and you realize it. If you ever ask me, if you DM me, or if you, comment on one of my blog posts or one of my videos or one of my posts anywhere on the internet, wherever I am, I will ask you, what is the strategy? If you tell me that you're struggling in any way, shape, or form, what is the strategy you're using to XYZ? What is it? If you don't have a strategy, and if your strategy is up here, that's the biggest problem, because nothing that is not written down can be viewed and adhered to, right? You forget. You don't think you will because you think it's the most important thing in your brain, but it's not. I mean, I know for me, I have a million other things in my brain. So I need to write it down, and I need to say, this is what I'm committing to do. And I look at it and I say, yeah, this makes sense. This does make sense, and this is what I'm going to do. You have to do the same thing. So I'd love to hear your questions, your comments. And like I said, I'll be firing up my newsletter article later today, or my newsletter later today, with that article in it about why a strategy is so important and why a written strategy is so important. I would love to hear your feedback on it, and let me know what you're doing in terms of strategy, or if you need help with strategy, obviously reach out. I'm sure I can find some way to help you. Okay, take care.